Hello everyone, what's going on? Today we will be going over Kagurabachi versus Demon Slayer because somebody asked me to. Anyways, we'll be finding out who is better based off of pure unbiasedness. Here is reason number one between the two. We put them against each other. The powers and the weapons. So the Kagurabachi power system is very vast and diverse. You can have any type of power you dream of. Like you could have a fiery bone blown that could destroy the earth. You could be a broken person that just teleports everywhere. You could be a giant crow monster that could kill things and teleport. And you could have the fuck you die Kagurabachi sorcery. Or you could have a giant fish stuff that kills stuff and absorbs stuff. Or you could have a Charlie Kirk coin that makes you super strong and electrocutes people. Or that's all you could have even more beyond that too. And then we compare this to the Demon Slayer power system, where it's all about these things like breathing. Now this is kind of dumb because why do you need to breathe in order to fight? You already have to breathe in order to live because of breathing. Like, what is love breathing? That sounds stupid. Do you just breathe in somebody's mouth and make them fall in love with you? Or do you breathe on somebody's penis and make them fall in love with you? And if they're a girl, how do they breathe on anybody? Because they don't have a penis. This makes no sense. The only breathing I know is Stop Breathing by Playboy Cardi. I said the only breathing I know is Stop Breathing by Playboy Cardi. Anyways, after the Stop Breathing by Playboy Cardi, we have aura. So aura in Demon Slayer is very hard to find because it has no aura. Because you have right here, when you look up Demon Slayer aura, you have a bunch of official accounts like comic book resources telling you who the aura farmers are. Everything here is other channels telling me who the aura farmers are. Now, if you were a real aura farming place, you would not need other official places telling you who has aura, which is why Kagurabachi takes the aura cake right here, where we see in Kagurabachi, it's nothing but the fans finding the aura, because the fans do not struggle to find the aura in Kagurabachi, while Demon Slayer fans, in order to find aura, they need to look up where the aura is and have official people tell them what the aura is, like Facebook and YouTube and comic book resources. Here is more evidence for the aura inside of here, where we see right here, we look at Kagurabachi characters with the most aura, and it is still only Reddit telling us who has aura. Unlike Demon Slayer, on the other hand, where they are telling us with Watch Mojo, and they had to put somebody's boobies on the cover in order to get people to click on it. Kagurabachi does not need boobies for people to click on it, unlike Demon Slayer. Anyways, after the boobies, we go on to the characters. The characters in Demon Slayer, they all look like dorks. Like this person here looks like a dork, this person looks like a furry, this person looks like a depressed, this person looks like a geek, this person looks like he can't talk, this person has big boobs and it's pretty beautiful and I would like to be there. This person looks like one person from Bleach, this person has no eyeballs, this person is looking like dork, this person looks pretty cool, this person looks like a dork, this person looks like a chud, this person looks like a dork, and this person looks like she wants to kill me, and I don't like how she is staring directly into my soul from that point of view. It's kind of creepy, actually. Anyways, moving past that creepy lady, these characters all look like chuddy dorks, except for this girl. I like her for a particular reason. But he, guys, is the main character, and he looks like a major dweeb, unlike Kagurabachi, on the other hand, where we look at all the characters here, and they all have significant aura, like Chihiro, he looks amazing, and Hakari, and Togoshiba, and Hiyuki, and Azami. Everybody here has so much aura, and is such a diverse cast, especially Sumi, who is quite beautiful, and Ro, who is quite hilarious, and Hakari, who is such a cute guy, and Samura, who is smoking cigarettes. He doesn't look creepy like that guy with the no eyeballs. This guy has scars on his eyes to show that he looks cooler. Unlike Demon Slayer, nobody here looks like a dorky chud. Everybody here looks like they have aura and knows how to manage the aura as well. Unlike Demon Slayer, where everybody looks like a dork. And just looking at the characters, you could see who has aura as well. Like Azami right here. This has more aura than any of the other characters that we saw in the last slide. This is proven evident right here as to why Azami has more aura. Because he has more aura just by looking. This is why Kagurabachi has more aura. Because you could tell right here that this guy has aura. You could not look at any of the other characters and say, hey, that has aura, because that would be wrong and you would be lying to yourself. After the characters, however, we have the next on the slide, we have the story. The story is absolutely beautiful in Kagurabachi because you have the first arc of fighting, the second arc of taking down human traffickers and kidnappers. You have the third arc where they're just doing a bunch of different things. I honestly don't know how to describe this arc because it was so amazingly amazing. And then we have the current arc where we see wars. And this is such a beautiful storyline because it is easy and fluid and awesome and very deep, and it made me want to cry at times. And there's a lot of gay people and a lot of gay undertones that you can get behind and watch a lot because it's very entertaining, and you can make so much with your imagination just by reading the story, and you can come to your own conclusions. However, on the other hand, in Demon Slayer, this story is dumb because it's all about slaying demons and doing stuff with demons. And demons are bad because demons are demonic and might come in your house at night. So that is why that story is dumb. So that's dumb. Moving past the mid-story, we have next up is the villains. And the villains in Demon Slayer are all dorks. But I will tell you why, because you might think otherwise at first. So you see these guys and they look quite unique, right? This guy has a nice hat and is quite looking cool. I think it looks like he has some wait, this is a guy, right? I knew that. Anyways, wait, this is I don't know. This guy, you look at him and he looks pretty cool too. And this guy looks cool too because he looks kind of like a spider. However, what you don't know is they are all copycats of something else. Like this guy right here, he just wants to be Michael Jackson. He is not actually the character that he is because he was copied from Michael Jackson. And this guy right here, he was actually copied from Spider-Man because you could tell by his pose, he's trying to be like Spider-Man. So that means he is clearly trying to be like Spider-Man. And this guy right here, he has 6 eyes right here. You know who else has 6 eyes, right? Gojo has 6 eyes. So he is clearly trying to copy Satoru Gojo. So these villains are all copycats. Unlike Kagurabachi, on the other hand, where every one of the villains are completely unique. Like Yura right here, he is a different guy. He is very smart and he is very cool. And this guy right here, his name is Kiora. He is very smart and he is also very cool. And he is also very old. And his mustache is very cool. And you could tell he grooms his mustache. And he looks very cool. And he also died. And then after here we have Soga, Akamura Soga. He is very cool. He can fly, and he kills things, and he's quite scary. Nobody inside of the other place does look scary. Also, he has a unique personality. You would expect him to look kind of cold, but he's actually quite hilarious. And beyond Kagurabachi villains having aura and looking unique compared to anything else, they also are very inclusive, like this gay man who was also introduced to the group. That is so proof of inclusiveness, because that proves even anybody can be evil, so that you don't have to be any woke agendas. So even homophobic people can watch this manga and anime and read stuff, because it is inclusive for all types of people. So we can all come together through the Kagurabachi, unlike Demon Slayer, who can't come in Kagurabachi and can't come in Demon Slayer. They can't watch it. Wait, what was I saying? I forget. Let's move on. So in conclusion, we have come to the conclusion that Kagurabachi is the greatest of all time and Demon Slayer is stupid. So, in conclusion, Kagurabachi is the greatest of all time. Thank you guys for everything. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Spread the word of Kagurabachi being the greatest of all time. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
He's pulling his cock out! Cock! Cock! He's pulling his cock out!